Hello, Steve Mills here, and for those of you who don't know me, I run my own marketing agency and consultancy and training company specialising in helping small businesses basically to make more money. And I've been doing that for 25 years. I've worked with literally thousands of businesses in hundreds of industries, and I've helped businesses, some of them to make tens of thousands, some of them to make hundreds of thousands, and many to make millions and millions of extra additional income that really wasn't foreseen, just by helping them to improve their sales and marketing results. Now today I wanted to talk to you about the internet, specifically digital marketing and internet marketing, everything around marketing and what's going to happen in the future. What are the changes to marketing? Now, before I do, let me just tell you a little bit about a seminar that I'm running right now. It's called Results. It's all about exactly what I just said, improving the effectiveness of your sales and marketing results. It's totally free to attend. There's no obligation. There's no sort of hard sell or anything like that. It runs at several times during the week. So if you want to attend that, and all you got to do is go to stevemills.co, that's .co. There's a big orange button, just click on that and you can sign up. So anyway, where was I? I was talking about the internet and what's happening with that. And, you know, there is some truth in the fact that, you know, nobody really knows what's going to happen in the future. You know, I'm not some sort of fortune teller or anything like that. But I do have some thoughts to share with you. Firstly, you know, number one thing I do know for a fact is that it's going to change, you know, because it's been changing ever since the internet first arrived, and digital marketing. In fact, marketing as a whole has changed, whilst some of the principles that, you know, go back maybe hundreds of or even thousands of years, you know, are still fundamentally the same. The vehicles that they are used in are often very, very different, you know, and I think that, you know, marketing will change. Of that, I'm pretty certain. I also think the way we use the internet will change. You know, I think that, you know, with COVID and the changes in the world that's been brought about with that, you know, don't you just wish you'd bought shares in something like Zooms, you know, a little while ago? And, you know, we're all into Zooming and using online meetings and so on and so forth. And I really hope and believe that that never changes, you know, perhaps out of the terrible thing that is COVID. The good things are things like we'll be traveling less. We don't need to, you know, get on a plane and fly to New York when we can just have a web-based meeting without going anywhere at a fraction of the cost, and at the same time, you know, helping to save the world and make the world a better place, as the song goes. And so, you know, those things are definitely going to happen. Now, other points are around what's happening, you know, in terms of currently, you know, where are we now? Well, there's been lots of new things happen recently. Things like geofencing, where Google will now put a digital fence around a facility. So if you run, for example, a gym and you want to advertise to your competitors, members and prospects, you can get Google to put a digital fence around each of the gyms within a 10-mile radius to you. And as soon as somebody walks into one with one of these in their hand, a mobile phone, it automatically picks them up and starts advertising to them on the digital network. So there are loads of things like that, you know, to be honest, I think a lot of small businesses right now are missing out on, because they don't even know it exists, let alone about how to do it. And so one of my messages today is, whilst we don't know what's going to happen, the message is it's really, really important for you as a business, and it's going to become more important for you as a business, that you know and understand digital marketing, the online side of marketing. Now, I know there's people out there who say very proudly, well, we don't do any marketing, we rely on referrals. And there are other people who say, well, we go networking, we go to BNI or FSB or, for networking or whatever it is. And, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking any of those organisations. I think they're all great and all have their place. But if you're going to get your business to a different level to where you are now, then, turning up once a week at a BNI probably ain't going to do it. It's going to produce the same or similar results to what it's always done for you. So we need to do more, and we need to do what we're doing better than we're currently doing. So if you're currently, you've got a bit of a knowledge of Google AdWords and you're running your own AdWords, are you really running it as well as you could? Would it be better to either go on a course so you can learn to do it properly, or perhaps find somebody to do that? Because you don't have to know it all yourself. You have to know enough, I believe, as a business owner to know what good looks like. And then it might be a matter of going, do you know what, I know enough to know whether this guy, Steve Mills, or somebody else is full of you-know-what, or whether they really know their stuff and can do a good job for me, because that's really, really important. You take an area like SEO, search engine optimization, and it's almost like a dark art that, no business, don't get involved with that, it's very complicated. No, it isn't. It's quite easy. It is very time consuming and it takes a reasonable amount of effort, but it's not that difficult, and it's something that you can learn. You might want to learn to do it yourself, or you might want to learn enough so that when you go to an SEO expert and they're trying to blind you with science and saying this is going to cost £2,000 a month, you know enough to know that it doesn't have to cost £2,000 a month, and you can get a good job done for a lot less than that, perhaps. So that's all I wanted to say, really. That's the future. That's the future we face. We're facing right now a bit of an uncertain future, but we're also facing a fantastic future, because this world of digital marketing is constantly evolving and changing and improving, and we got to be on board with it, because if you're not, you're not even going to get. The old saying is that if you always do what you've always done, then you'll always get what you've always got. And I'm not sure who it was said that. It might have been Einstein, or I have a feeling it was Henry Ford, actually, but I could be wrong there, I can't remember. But one thing I will tell you about it, actually, I don't believe it anymore. If you always do what you've always done right now, you're not even going to get what you've always got. We've got COVID right now. We've got maybe a downturn in the economy right now, and maybe in the short term that's going to continue. Then we're going to have a turn in the economy. That's absolutely, after the winter comes the spring and the summer. So we're going to have that, and things are going to change, and I hope you change with them. If you need any help from me, don't forget, go to my website, sign up to the results webinar, see what you think to that. Or if you really want to go for it and have a conversation, just below that orange button on my site, there's a black button, and that black button says book a meeting with Steve. You're very welcome to do that if you want to talk to me seriously about growing your business. So don't forget the website, Steve Mills, that's MILLS, .co. Thanks very much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thank you.